Good morning. It's March 21st, 2019, and welcome to the very first edition of the Green Thumb Gardening Channel. I'm your host, A Lion Unleashed, and today we're going to talk about Hugel culture gardening. As you can see here, we have our raised garden bed that we prepared several weeks ago. We filled the bottom with tree branches, few leaves, lawn clippings, and a few other dead debris from our lawn. And then we covered those logs and branches and twigs and so forth with our preferred mixture of potting soil. We actually wet it down, turned the soil a couple of times, and let it set for a couple of weeks before we decided to go ahead and plant our garden here. Here what we have today is we actually planted carrots, onions, and spinach in our garden bed here. And today is actually day 7. We didn't actually video our first edition as we were actually preparing this bed and getting the soil prepared and actually planting our seeds. And today here we want to show you what's going on here after about 7 days of these seeds being in the ground. Okay, here. Sun's not our best friend here this morning, but in our first row here, if you look closely, you can see that virtually every spinach seed that we've planted came up. And these guys are looking great. Here in this middle row here, we don't have anything above ground yet, but this middle row here is actually onions, sweet Vidalia onions. They haven't pierced the ground yet, but we know it takes between 7 to 14 days for those guys to germinate. So hopefully here within the next couple of days, we'll start seeing these guys peek through as well. Here on this back row, I'm not sure if my iPads are going to pick it up very well, but as you can see, the carrots are already coming up. These guys, as you know, you sow them pretty thickly when you plant them. When you do this, in case all of the seeds don't germinate, and once the seeds do come up and get a few inches high, you should simply go through and thin them out. Leave the best looking guys in there and take the not so healthy looking guys out. As you can see again, our spinach is doing fantastic. It actually came up about 3 or 4 days after we planted it. And as you can see, the spinach actually has a huge jump start on the rest of what we have planted in our garden. I planted the spinach in the front because the spinach is typically going to be the shortest thing that we have here in our garden here, followed by the next tallest thing, the onions, and of course the tallest thing of all, these carrot guys we have back here in the back. As you can see, they're just now beginning to peek out from beneath the soil. That's a better view here from this angle. You can actually see those guys. They're really coming up very well. So what we're going to do is bring you guys back in another 3 or 4 or 5 days and let you see and show you exactly how much these guys have grown over the past few days, and show you what we plan on doing in our next step with this garden. Thanks for watching.